Good morning. Time for the plunge. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, that shock never gets old. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to the microphone here because fill the tub a little bit. Water on over the top. Got some water here. Whew. It's about 6:50 in the morning. 72 degrees outside. Whew. Had to feed the cats before I came out here because they were just hungry. There's a threshold of when I wake up where either I can get out here first or the cats need their food. And Roger eats like a pig really fast. And Louie loves to take his time. So I got to stay in there and I got to monitor it so that Roger doesn't jump on the counter and eat Louie's food. It's a daily game that we play similar to this daily plunge. So we're at 38 degrees in here. Yesterday's 5-minute plunge was epic. You know, it kind of gets me to a topic that I learned when I talked to Tom Seeger at Harvey Martin's event, where he was basically saying, you know, everybody's got their own temp and their own time. As long as you're getting that like gasp reflex, that's doing a large benefit for you. So don't be intimidated if you're seeing me in here being like, what is he doing for that long and for that cold? You don't need to do that. Do what's good for you or what's gaspy for you, right? And that kind of brings me to like the topic of food, naturally, right? Well, I had a friend over yesterday and we were just talking about nutrition and, you know, same thing. Just because there's no broad diet, there's no broad temperature, there's something that's going to work for everybody. And I learned that after my ruptured appendix, where things that are commonly consumed are inflammatory for me, like salmon, like onions, broccoli, garlic, lettuce. Crazy, right? So I took a blood test. It's called an MRT, mediator release test, and that told me inflammatory markers for 176 commonly consumed foods or compounds, and that gave me the data to know what is good for me. Because if I'm gonna out there and hop on a diet train, I could be doing all the wrong things. And I've noticed in the past that I'll have, you know, out of nowhere, just a puffy face or puffy skin, and that's inflammation just creeping out of my body. I kind of describe food now as little embers, where you've got kind of damp embers and you've got fiery embers. And we need to be consuming as many damp embers as possible, because if we're consuming the big embers, we're just fanning the flames. And it's all about frequency and quantity. So I can have a fiery ember, but I just need to set it up with a lot of damp embers beforehand and damp embers on the back end. Otherwise, the fire inside of me will enrage and produce an appearance of inflammation. So in due time, I'm going to collect a bunch of photos and videos where that is a clear demonstration of puffiness, we'll say, right? If you want to learn your own, I highly recommend taking the test. You should come to Refresh on Sunday, August 9th in Minneapolis. It's my Wellness and Movement Festival, because my functional nutritionist, Christina Jacks, is going to be there, and you can talk to her all about it. She's based out of Charlotte. She's the functional nutritionist for the San Jose Sharks. So you don't need to be in Charlotte, you don't need to be in San Jose. You can work with her remotely online from your own home, and I highly recommend it. And if not, Christina, go find another functional nutritionist who can coordinate a blood test in association with the mediator release test, and then that should get you information for the LEAP diet, which is a type of elimination diet designed to introduce foods at the right time. So first week sucks because you're not eating much and you're eating the same thing, and it's going to be pretty bland. I like to describe myself now as just a total master of salt and pepper, because that's really the only things that I should be using on a daily basis for seasoning. So mediator release test for the win. Get out there, fight inflammation. Cold plunge also helps, so that's why I like to do this on a regular basis. So yeah, and wouldn't you know, we already hit 5 minutes again. Talking to you is making these plunges so much better for me, because before it would be a challenge to be in here for 3 minutes. I'd be taking my breaths and I'd be kind of peeking at the clock, but now I'm just rolling through, and now we're at 5.5 minutes. So I'm gonna go get out of here, get started on my day. We'll see you soon. Cheers. Oh yeah.